Greetings, salutations, and all those good things. I am Celestial Saturn, and I am back with more Vampire Therapist. We had our first therapy session in the last episode with Dr. Drain, who is basically just being a little too hard on himself. And now we are back with Andromakos, who is going to tell us about our next client. We shall continue on.
Here, look at her intake form.
Her intake form.
Isabella Desday. Dang, she's got some funny tasting hats.
Isabella D'Este, 550. She's from the Renaissance, which will make sense. Isabella D'Este was a key figure in the Italian Renaissance, funding the works of Leonardo da Vinci, Andrea Magenta, and Michelangelo. She received a humanist education and knows much about history, art, music, and philosophy. She comes from a highly aristocratic background and has endured considerable family issues through the generations. She states that she's undergoing a existential immortality crisis, suggesting that her life and unlife has both been meaningless. Suggestion: be exceedingly polite.
I think you should get along quite well then.
Her ass.
Walked right
I
into
love
that
it.
one.
Isabella
you
is
did.
not your average vampire. She was once the powerful matriarch of one of the most influential families in Europe. She fraternized with popes and kings, and she also wielded great power over the art world. Some say that she was the model for the Mona Lisa.
When?
One of them highfalutin types, huh? I don't think she's gonna like me much.
Oh, so that's how you spell highfalutin.
She
Yeah,
is
I
as
learned
human as
something.
any of us, Samuel. I already know you will find a way to relate with her.
Maybe, maybe not.
If you
Let's
say
see
so.
how she goes.
Remember, you can always seek my advice if you feel lost. You are not alone.
Thank you.
But I hear the beating of elegant wings. Breathe, Samuel.
What's the difference between the being of a regular wing and an elegant wing? Does it sound like money?
Oh, and do be polite.
As long as she's polite back.
Goodness. So you are the new therapist Andromachos told me of. I was not expecting someone so rugged.
Sam Wall's at your service, ma'am.
Yes.
You are a therapist.
Yes. Do you have a problem?
Well, that's what I'm here for, ma'am.
Enough with this, ma'am. I am not running a whorehouse. You may call me Signora.
Ooh, bitch. Fine, Signora. Signora. So this would be
All right,
closest.
Signora.
Signora? Must you assault my ears with your Neolithic grunting?
Did this actress play in Castlevania? Was she Bathory?
I'm doing the best I can.
Then speak properly. Repeat after me.
Oh God, is this type of bitch? No, oh, oh, I don't like these.
Signora. Say it.
Signora.
Signora.
Signora. Signora.
Figaro.
Signora?
Porca miseria, this is not going to be easy, is it?
I am trying my best.
Therapy ain't never easy, Signora.
So, therapy is always easy then.
No.
I said it ain't never easy, Signora.
Oh, double negative. Double negatives,
Is
buddy.
therapy easy or is it not?
Not, I guess.
Oh, how are we to examine my inner demons if your own speech is so diabolical?
I could just put you back into the catacombs that you had crawled from. And maybe you could sit there with the baby Rosalie. Someone who would be much more pleasant than you.
You know what? Let's start over. Greetings and salutations, Signora. I am most honored to receive you in my humble office.
Hey, you do salutations just like me.
Very well. I suppose it will do.
I'm just here to help, Signora. It says here on your intake forms that you've been having a tough time lately.
Yes.
A tough time. Indeed, yes, it has been a tough time. The realization that not only am I a corpse, but that I have been a useless corpse for nearly 400 years is a tough time.
You can get the fuck out my office.
So what's it off this feeling that you're a corpse?
I mean, she technically
I saw
is.
a film at the cinema.
Hey, I love the cinema.
Movies, actors, or Hollywood glamour? I would say actors because she is a person of the arts. Acting might be her
Hot
thing.
dang, them actors can really light up the screen sometimes. I'll admit, I'm pretty into the celebrity gossip scene. Who's hooking up with who? Who's making waves? I can't get enough of it.
A foolish obsession. One must appreciate art, not the artist. If common mortals knew what Caravaggio had done in his free time, they would burn every one of his paintings.
I tried.
They'd have to know who Caravaggio is first.
That's
Oh,
true.
Do you know who Caravaggio is?
Not a damn.
Maybe let's get back to talking about what it was you saw at the cinema.
It was a most terrible film, one that shook me to my core. The pain of it lingers with me still 5 years later.
And what was
Well, movies
it?
can be pretty powerful. Heck, I remember seeing one of the first films. There was a train coming right for the audience. We thought we were dead for sure.
This film was not powerful, it was meaningless. It said nothing, did nothing, less than nothing, as loudly and garishly as possible.
Really, some people like the loud and garishly. Who are you to talk about people's love for the arts?
And the audience, fools that they were, cheered, applauded this desecration of the mind.
Everybody likes different things, man.
I hate this film with all my being, for it has done the cruelest thing. It has revealed the dark truth. This life that I cling to has no purpose.
Dang, what the heck was this movie?
It's gonna be something I've seen before, huh?
Space Wars. Rise of the Space Walker.
And just like that, you took a whole generation of people, maybe 4 generations worth of people, to come after you.
Well, wait a minute. Space Wars, the big science fiction franchise?
Yeah.
Yes, I believe it is important to understand modern media diets.
But that's the movie that gave you your personal crisis?
Yes.
Mind your tone. Do not think me a fool. I know it was not high art. But the money it made, it would make even the Pope blush.
There's a whole thing of the unknown and the way of humanity on the space voyage that people find very, very enticing. And if you can make a very purposeful movie about that kind of thing, it's gonna make a lot of money.
This stinking trash. This is what the people want.
Yes, because tastes change over time, just like words can evolve. Oh my goodness. You're so set in your ways that you just don't understand.
You see, I understand now. My attempts to infuse art with meaning were pointless. All that I am, all that I ever was, is dead.
You don't seem that dead to me. We're having this conversation, ain't we? Ain't just lying there decomposing.
You're sitting there elegantly and judging me. I can see how far down you're looking at me from that nose.
It is no different. I might as well be rotting in the ground.
Woman.
I think you might get pretty bored.
Exactly.
Are you getting smart with me, boy?
No, I'm pointing out an obvious fact.
Look, I'm just talking facts. If you're saying all you are is dead, I think you might be doing some Nosferatu thinking. It ain't black and white. You're here. But let's go
Yes.
back to what you were saying.
Once, I elevated art, and all the world benefited. Why have I lost my power to elevate art now?
That's a control fallacy?
All the world benefited? There's a lot of people, and they got a lot of different preferences. You can't get them all, can you?
That'd be impressive if you could.
But I could, once upon a time.
Ooh, be an art director.
You can't reach everybody, Signora. I hadn't even heard of the Mona Lisa until about 1911.
Did you have any schooling whatsoever?
Nope.
No, I didn't. But I don't think anyone in my time knew about the Mona Lisa either.
Oh, how wonderful. You add to my despair.
I'm saying you can't reach everyone, even in your own time.
Yeah. You can't really reach everyone. Like, you can have your preferences and you could reach a set of people. You can have a community, but not everybody's going to like what you do. Heck, YouTube is the best version of anything to use as a reference. Like, you have your musicians, you have your media, you have the game show host types, you have the video game types, you have people who prefer reactionary channels. Everyone has something that they prefer, and it doesn't mean that we can't understand the art and beauty of things. It's just saying that, well, we all have our own preferences. You can't reach everybody. Sometimes what you like is just not somebody's cup of tea.
That is true. I doubt the rabble had much of an opinion about the so-called great masters.
And then that's you basically doing a bit of a control fallacy there, because you think your way of thinking is the only way of thinking.
We only know what we know. But you were saying,
It was all for nothing. What good was guiding Da Vinci when they sell the Mona Lisa on beer coasters?
Don't
come on
disqualify
now.
that.
Just because the Mona Lisa's been on a coaster doesn't mean that's all it's ever been for.
Exactly.
I think you might be downplaying just what an impact you've had on the world.
The world needs no help from me to reduce my life's effort to cheap commodities.
My girl.
So just because something gets printed on a t-shirt, that cancels out everything that's good about it?
Yes, that is exactly what it does.
Not everybody has the money or the ability to go see it in real life, my girl.
And I thought I was good at disqualifying the positive.
It's beautiful, it's wonderful, but also think, like, if there is a child that could be influenced by the arts, they're not going to be able to go see the originals. Having these reprints could be something that inspires them. They might like the art of Monet. They might like the way Picasso drew. They might love The Starry Night. They might want to read Robert Frost's poems. You don't know. Everybody has something that will inspire them at some point, but you're just not seeing the positive of it. Reduced, unfortunately, to a cheaper commodity, but that cheaper commodity could be someone's world. It could influence them to create great things of their own.
It should not be so. Art should have meaning, purpose. Beauty should expose truth.
And it does. Yes, it has meaning. No matter what, it's going to have a meaning to somebody, except for AI art. AI art does not have this meaning.
You're saying art should have meaning and purpose, but does all art need those things?
It really doesn't.
What is the purpose of
it needs to
creation
exist.
otherwise?
To just exist.
How about if I just like doodling? Ain't that a good enough reason to draw?
Yes, it is, my guy. Knew I liked this cowboy for some
It
reason.
is a pointless reason.
Don't start with me. Don't get smart, Izzy.
Well, maybe I want to do something pointless. All I'm saying is that I don't have the same shoulds you do.
Perhaps you should.
Perhaps I should not.
But I don't. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do.
And you're gonna do what you're gonna do. But you have to understand the whys, the hows, and the why nots.
Which is a speak like a peasant.
I would have stopped, pulled out a laptop, and looked up the status of your family right now. Are we talking about has her jaw bad or Bourbon nose bad? Because I'm seeing a schnauz on this girl.
Heck, that's what I am, Signora. Ain't nothing gonna change that reality. Let's get back to what you were saying.
I like your dress, though. That is very
But it
beautiful.
seems I am just a dead woman. A walking corpse who is not worth listening to. I should walk into the sun.
Okay, should statement and labeling. Ooh.
Now, why have you
Label?
gotta go and call yourself names?
Mm-hmm.
They are not names, they are my reality. I am a dead woman, and I am a corpse, am I not?
You are a woman, and you are a body. But that doesn't mean that you're a nobody.
Is that all you are?
This is how I am defined by the world.
Uh-huh. Medical terms, maybe.
Seems to me you're the one using them names. Hell, I think I'd be a little afraid of calling you a corpse.
As you should be. Allow me to continue.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you make me sound rather mad. Like an old woman, railing at the world, screaming into the void, all to no purpose.
No, it's not that. You're just a woman worried.
Look, Signora, all I'm trying to do is show you where you're a little rigid in your thinking is all.
True. Very true. I haven't seen you crack a smile throughout this entire
You're
thing.
expecting a lot from the world and a lot from yourself. It ain't no surprise that you're gonna be disappointed over and over again.
I suppose that is some insight. Indeed, I have been in a state of disappointment from the moment I was 16.
What happened at 16?
What happened when you were 16?
She got
I
married.
got married.
God damn it!
Goddamn right.
I fucking called it. What? How? Tell me about your husband. Tell me about your children. Tell me about the one that disappointed you the most.
I think I get it.
Yeah,
You
let's see.
absolutely do not get it. You are a man.
He's a man. He gets it. And you have been an uppity bitch since 16.
Well then, help me understand.
Frankie, my husband. He taught me the meaning of disappointment.
Oh, we're about to see where elegance and backwater coincide. I hate my spouse. I will talk shit about them, but you talk shit about them, we gonna have a problem.
He taught me the world was built upon lies. These things men proclaim as values. Truth, beauty, the spiritual. They were all fiction. But if men did not live according to principle, I would. I would set the example and shame them all.
You were not allowed to see your grandchildren, were you?
Yet, what a fool I have been to think humanity had greater aims.
Look, woman, humanity sucks. The humans know it. The animals know it. If there are creatures out there in space, they know it. Those who cannot do, teach. Get yourself a teaching degree. Get a night class at a university. And become the Sheldon Cooper that you've always strove to be.
So, what's this greater aim you're talking about?
I received a humanist education as a child. I was taught that the pathway to God was through rationality and a questioning mind, not slavish devotion to tradition.
I think that's the first thing you have said that I have agreed with.
This world is not Eden, but it could be. Or so I thought.
And you've lost me.
So you're talking about a literal pathway to God?
No, fool. A pathway to godliness. To live according to our natures. Our true natures.
If we lived in the way of our true natures, we would all go extinct. dumbest shit that you could ever say. Being vampires.
You mean being vampires?
Come now, boy. Nothing could be further from natural. All this
Italiano?
foolish hissing and copulation and blood drinking does not bring us closer to God.
All things considering.
But it does give us more time to find the path.
So she was talking about the Italian way. Foolish woman.
Well, talk to me about this pathway to God. How do you reckon we find this path?
I reckon nothing. I've always known that we can find our way back to God by fulfilling our human potential to be the greatest souls possible.
Not a should statement, but you're saying always. So it's not labeling or disqualifying the positive. It's either control or Nosferatu. Back to the book. No. Canceling out the bad. Should statement. Control fallacy. So empire shall dominate the mortal world if the world discovers this.
So what happens if we don't become the greatest souls possible?
Then godliness is denied to us, as it should be.
And what is so bad about that?
So either we ascend or we're nothing, huh?
I am glad to hear you are not as foolish as you look.
Oh, let's be honest, Signora. Plain folks like me ain't got aspirations of being as good as Jesus Christ. Ain't he supposed to be a forgiving sort anyway? Let's just get back to what you were saying.
I have always known we must master ourselves and our baser instincts. Virtue must triumph over vice.
More Nosferatu?
You know there have been many entities over time that have tried to control humanity. They have all failed, and the Signora would do well to remember it.
Okay, so it was control.
I have always known we must master ourselves and our
You've been around a while, Signora. In all that time, when have we mastered ourselves and our baser instincts?
Not a single day. Men especially have no bottom to their depravity.
All right, fair enough. So us fellas have disappointed you every day for a few hundred years, right? Ain't that proof that nothing you do is gonna change that?
Fair enough. Like, eventually, you're gonna see that a lot of this stuff is a bit pointless. That you just do what you can do, not what everybody else can do for you.
An evil thought, Mr. Sam Walls, but true, I concede.
We're in agreement then. It's a little bit of a control fallacy to think that's gonna change because of you.
You can't make someone like you. You can't make someone love you. You can't make someone do everything you ever want them to do. It's just not how life or love works.
Well, let's keep going.
I have always known that the earthly lives we lead are disgusting, and only war and death can come of them.
Hold up just a sec there, cowpoke. You really think all we can do is sow death and destruction?
From death does come creation. The Renaissance was proof of that. There's always like a type of Renaissance that comes back from the worst of humanity. You need to have that problem and descent in order for things to become better. Sometimes the old has to be destroyed for the new, and I'm not really saying it in more of a you have to let this happen kind of thing. It's just like we have to learn from these kinds of mistakes in order to improve for the next day.
I do not poke cows. Do I look like a farmer?
You don't get euphemisms and syntax, do ya? Izzy?
Come on, Signora. You've been alive to see what? 15, 20 billion people live and die? You really saying death and destruction is all each and every one of them ever amounted to?
Well, perhaps not individually, but as an immortal, I look at the greater arc of history.
And I still believe none of you assholes are immortal. You just have a longer life, a further away expiration date, but y'all stupid enough to fall back on some old vices.
Well, most of us ain't looking to contribute to the greater arc of history, but that don't mean life's pointless.
Your life has been great and your afterlife can be just as great, but you don't have to always need to have a need to influence the arts and the history and all of this. No. You could even just do finger painting and that could be more than enough.
I've had some Nosferatu thinking, I'll tell you what. But let's continue.
I would love to see Hank Hill in this.
I have always known the people have become fat and lazy, and living within the Garden of Eden is impossible in such a state.
Sounds to me like you're coming up with labels for kicking people out of the Garden of Eden.
Have you even seen the goddamn Garden of Eden? The whole Garden of Eden being the one true thing, and you have to be as close to godliness to enter it. How good is the garden if you're gonna have to be on a super VIP thing just to get in?
Is that all we amount to? Fat and lazy?
I would love to amount to that.
Look around your own country, boy. Look at me. See my disgusting rolls and saggy features.
I made fun of your nose. That's like the only part of you that I could say kind of disgusts me because of the faces that you pull and because of your mannerisms and your behavior. But overall, you are a beautiful woman. If it wasn't for that attitude of yours, I'd definitely ass out.
Would you let me into the Garden of Eden?
Again, lose the attitude, and then we'll talk.
Well, sure, why the heck not?
I am glad you are not the gatekeeper then.
Stop holding yourself in such high regard.
You rather have a gatekeeper who wouldn't let you in? Listen, Signora, you gotta go easy on yourself with them labels. Well, let's keep talking, though.
I have always known we should act with dignity if we would take our place at God's side once more.
A should statement?
I think this here's the meat of it, Signora. The filet mignon.
I fear your French is even worse than your Italian.
Here's the thing, Signora. Who came up with all them shoulds that'll take you to God?
The church?
Why, the greatest thinkers of history that I studied in my youth. Plato, Aristotle, Cicero, Aquinas.
I would have not known that was Aquinas. I would have said Aquinas.
Sounds like a bunch of dead guys to me. They really had it all figured out way back when, huh?
Well, of course not. How foolish do you think me?
Not at all, Signora. Just questioning where all them shoulds are coming from. But let's keep going.
So you think you are so very clever, do you, boy? That by pointing out my distortions, you have won?
I'm not trying to win. This is not a competition. This is not a war. Please calm down.
That is where you are truly the fool. I already know how wrong I have been, that I have been chasing an impossible fiction all my life.
I'm glad that you know that, but it's not really what I'm worried about.
Indeed, I now believe that even if we did follow the pathway to God, once we reach the end, we would discover that he, too, was a work of fiction.
Not touching that. I'm a black Southern woman. I am not touching that. That's bad things for me to touch.
When I say God, I mean goodness, propriety, intelligence. God himself is a lie.
I have no dog in this fight. Continue barking.
I see. So you've lost your faith.
Yes, it has crumbled to dust, much like myself in this fat, wretched old body.
The right kind of clothes, girl, you would rock it.
Beauty and truth are lies. Ideas developed by ugly men to justify their existence. While we occupy ourselves chasing those ideals, they create space wars to leech our money and our vitality.
Uh-huh.
And to think they call me judgmental while they created the false ideal to judge against.
Everyone likes a common enemy.
You don't think I'm judgmental, do you, boy?
Yes, the fuck you are. Cool. Ooh. I'm about to hurt her feelings.
I wouldn't put it that way exactly. Besides, I ain't gonna call you names. In fact, that's where I think I want to challenge you. Signora, I think the person you're judging more than anyone is yourself. I know you got raised with all them high ideals, so of course you're getting disappointed when nobody can reach them. That's some heavy pressure, not just on them, but on yourself. I'd ask yourself what all that pressure's doing for you. Is it bringing you any satisfaction?
Yeah. Answer the question.
We can't always control what things are gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
This is not acceptable.
Oof. It's not control. It's not labeling. It's not disqualifying the positive. It's not.
Hold
is it
on,
this?
I know this one. What the heck she mean it's unacceptable to not be in control all the time? Let's say that again, Signora. I got some bad news for you, Signora. None of us really has the power to change the world on our own. Not even a clever lady like yourself. I suggest we start working on ways of helping you find a way to accept the world for what it is.
But the world is base and unworthy.
Base is a good thing now.
Remember that term I told you about? Nosferatu thinking? You're gonna strip all the color out of the world if you keep doing that. The world's a lot more than just base and unworthy.
Nosferatu thinking. I am not used to having my own thoughts thrown back at me.
Well, that's why you're here, ain't it? I ain't gonna help you change the world, Signora. All I can do is help you find some other perspectives.
I suppose there is a certain simpleton's wisdom in the way you speak.
Mm-hmm. Please stop calling me a simpleton.
Thanks, I guess.
Very well, boy. I will consider what you have said. We will meet again in exactly 4 weeks. Do we have an understanding?
About as understanding as I want to get from your uppity behind.
Yes, indeedy, Signora.
Ugh. Please learn to speak properly by then.
I will not look forward to seeing you again.
Well done, Samuel. I believe you handled Signora Deste quite well.
Yes, stay.
You kidding? That lady straight up hates my guts.
Samuel, if Isabella Deste hated your guts, she would not be shy about telling you so.
But now it brings up a question. Are vampires able to have kids?
That I believe.
Older we get, the harder it is to gain a different perspective. Have patience. We are not all as wise as Samuel Walls.
See, I love your praise and positivity, but I need a drink after that one.
Guess it's just that simpleton's wisdom, as the Signora called it.
Do not adopt her labels, Samuel. I will not stand for it. I know she was a challenge, but you rose to it as I knew you would.
You just give me the people that you don't want to deal with.
I think you deserve a night of hard drinking. What do you say?
Yeah.
You don't need to tell me twice.
Now, here's my question. Was it jumping into the next day, or all of this is happening the same night? Because they really didn't give me a jump.
All right, Andy. I'll see you later then.
Indeed, Samuel. Enjoy yourself. Excellent work tonight.
Thank you.
Rest in peace.
Alrighty. Downstairs.
Dang, I think that's enough abuse for one night. I could use a drink and a quiet night.
Thank you for saying it was abuse. Isabella Dist thinks her life was meaningless because modern art is meaningless too. Apparently, this rise of the spacewalker movie set her off. She's extremely high-minded, major issues with her former husband, thinks most people are corrupt, especially the menfolk. Used to be a devout Catholic, not so much anymore. Likes to be in control. Maybe a lot of control fallacies. Next time I'll dig into the family stuff. Looks like there's a lot of anger there. I want to know about that family too.
Hey, cowboy. Why the long face?
The irony.
I used to say the same thing to my princess.
Your daughter.
My horse.
My horse, actually. She never really understood the joke, but I still like telling it to her.
You didn't answer my question, Gunslinger. What's got you down?
Oh, I just finished up with my second client. She gave me a tongue lashing to remember her by.
Now the question is, did you like the tongue lashing?
You ever talk to someone who's so educated and refined that they make you feel like a space alien?
Yes.
Only everyone I ever met in law school. At least until I learned to speak their language.
Ooh. Yeah.
You're a lawyer?
Was, and no, I wasn't the blood-sucking kind, before you start with the vampire jokes. Just a wide-eyed DC do-gooder. But I get what you're talking about. People can use language like a membership card. You don't speak the lingo, you don't get in.
Oh, yeah. Don't I know it? Sometimes there's just gonna be people who never grew up out of that clickiness from high school, and they carry it throughout their entire lives. And you can always tell.
Well, that's just what I mean. I just ain't sure I've got the lingo for a 500-year-old high society Renaissance woman.
Well, how do you think your session went? Think she heard you?
A little bit. I think she heard me a bit.
She did say that I'd given her some stuff to think about. And to tell the truth, she seemed kind of embarrassed about that.
So what? If she heard you, I'd take the W, cowboy.
Yes, but it felt like pulling teeth.
Take the W. What, the wagon?
The win, my guy.
The win, Gramps. Maybe she isn't gonna relate to you, but that doesn't mean she can't hear you.
Oh, you're probably right. I guess I'll take the W. And while you're at it, I'll take some B too. That's blood, see?
What are you in the mood for? Men? Women? Something a little more off the beaten path?
What's off the beaten path?
I think I'll have some takeaway tonight. What have you got?
Ooh, takeaway. Give me some blood noodles.
Here, try this. Should put some color in those cheeks.
You really ain't squeamish, huh, Crimson?
Nope.
Nah, healthy blood never hurt anyone. I've been hanging around vampires for 20 years, and they aren't so scary.
Okay, so she's been around them 20 years. She had been with Andromachus since she was in her 30s. She's in her 50s right now. So she went all in. And especially becoming a lawyer is such a long process, just as long as being a doctor. So did she work a case where she met Andromachus? And they ended up being a thing? That would be cool.
Not even Bert.
I like Bert.
What, that old pointy-eared teddy bear? He's a total sweetheart, unless someone gets aggressive or touchy with the customers.
Man, he should be worried about the customers getting touchy with him.
What does he do then?
They get a stern warning.
A very stern warning. I've seen what that
And if
dude
they
looks
don't
like.
listen?
Why, then he eats them.
You're kidding. Mostly. I'm pretty sure. But I would love to see
Maybe
that.
he is a teddy bear. I met Teddy Roosevelt back in the night, and I'm pretty sure he would have done the same thing. Speaking of which, I got to thirst something fierce. I think I'll head back to my coffin for a little rest. But you have a good night, Crimson.
You too, Sam. Don't let the Draculas bite.
Why are all the people in this game so goddamn adorable. Like, seriously. I'm gonna probably stop it right here because I'm pretty sure, like, if I keep going, it's gonna go into the next one. So we've dealt with the noble elite and a very upset and angered doctor. And it seems like we're starting to get a bit of a grasp on this whole therapy thing. And it's just, you know, we have to deal with them, we have to listen, we have to understand, but I am definitely going to be very mouthy on the sidelines. But that being said, like, comment, subscribe, and all those good things. I would like to see how you guys are liking this series so far. I'm basically doing all of this in like a day, more or less. So I would love to hear what you guys think about it, because most likely I'll probably be like 4 or 5 episodes in by the time I see your stuff. But yeah, until then, I'll see you next time.